Hello there, everybody. Thank you so much for stopping by for your daily Reiki micro session. It's going to be 5 minutes of Reiki, and that's why it's a micro session. A normal Reiki session with me does take an hour. So this is just enough to give you a chance to see if a private session would be something that would be beneficial to you or not. So we're going to do 5 minutes of Reiki. And so what is Reiki? Reiki is a Japanese word that means universal life force energy. So when you're having a Reiki session, or in this case, a Reiki micro session, your Reiki person, your Reiki master, or your Reiki practitioner is actually channeling universal life force energy, aka Reiki, into your aura and into your body to help dissolve any kind of obstacles that may be keeping you from reaching your goals. So, Reiki is most commonly known for being able to help with medical situations, so healing, bringing in healing. But it's also really good for anxiety and emotional situations, emotions in general. It's also good for healing of relationships and for healing of financial situations as well. So, there's a lot of things that Reiki can be helpful for you with if you choose to use it. So, after we have our 5 minute Reiki session, then we will have 5 minutes of questions. And so, for those questions, you can ask anything you want to know about Reiki, about psychic stuff. If there's something that you want me to read for you with the tarot cards, we can do that. I don't do medium readings here. I think that those belong in a more private forum than here. But anything else is pretty much fair game. What else do we need to know? Okay, so Reiki is, like I said, universal life force energy. And because it is energy, it's not limited by time or space. That's why I can send you Reiki from right here out to wherever you are in the world, and you can receive benefit from it just as much as if you were right here in front of me. And that's also why you can watch this video after it has been recorded and I'm no longer live and still get just as much benefit from it as somebody who's here right now as I'm making this. So I think we've said everything we need to say. Let's get the Reiki started, shall we? Socialista. It's a fantastic day today, 73 degrees outside, beautiful weather. I'm feeling good, good, good. How are you? Rena Sara, hello, hello, welcome. Glad to see you here. How are you, my friend? What are you guys using your Reiki for today? Or I should say, what are you ladies using your Reiki for today? I don't know how Socialista is, but I'm fantastic. And I don't know how the other person who's in the room is, but I'm fantastic. Thank you for the thumbs up, whoever did that. I do appreciate it. What are you ladies using your Reiki for today? Oh, by the way, we started Reiki at 5 after the hour. That means we'll finish it up at 10 after. Forgot to say that. If I say that, it kind of sets it in my brain. For grounding. That's kind of the typical, you're going through a phase where you need that right now. Going through a growth spurt, are you? Going through a growth spurt. All right, so clearing of negative energy. So here's the trick. Whenever we clear negative energy, then we have a vacuum or we have a hole. So while you have the intention to clear away negative energy, it's important that you also set the intention for what you want to replace that energy with. So that, because either you're going to fill that vacuum or somebody, aka something else, will. I would suggest that you do that. La da, da 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 da. 2 more minutes of Reiki. here. Quite welcome. Quite welcome. That's why it's good to talk about this stuff in here, because then we can all be on the same page and I can mentor or guide. This is actually one of my favorite tie-dye tablecloths that I like to hang on the wall because it's got the peace sign behind it. It just so happens that when I hung it up, I ended up with having the halo thing looking like it's right behind my head. That really was not intentional. La, da, 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 da. But I do walk in the light intentionally. La, da, 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 da. La, da, 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 da. La, da, 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 da. La, da, da, da. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We have a quiet morning here today, only 4 in the room, or afternoon, really. 12:09 here. La da 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 la da 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 da. Sequoia, hello, hello, welcome. Thank you for being here. Okay, let's wrap up the Reiki. If you guys get ready to throw some questions at me. It's a beautiful sunshiny day. 73 degrees Fahrenheit here. Which, what would that be for you guys? 73, 32, that would be 41 divided by 2. That would be about, I think that would be about 19 where you are. La da da da, where's my timer? There it is. Alrighty, who has a question? Okay, I think what you're asking for, and I recognize that you're driving, so typing is not easy, but I think what you're asking for, so at least it is best advice for you to improve your financial situation. Get a Reiki session. That's the first thing Spirit told me. Get a Reiki session. Let's see what the cards say though. La, da, da, da. Oh my goodness. I don't know. 2 weeks of it would be a little tiring. Okay, best advice here for Socialista. You love it. I like watching thunderstorms for so long, and then after that, I'm like, now I have to go walk in this. Okay, Socialista, I don't think, well, I am kind of getting advice, but basically this is Sacred Spirit's assessment of the situation for you and your financial situation. So right now you are the Queen of Coins in reverse. This just means you don't feel like you have enough money. You're not feeling very secure, and you certainly don't have enough to share with other people right now. We've got the Page of Swords in reverse. This just means that, you're doing some research. You're trying to figure out, how to make that change. We've got the Magician coming up and he's coming up in the reverse, which means that the things that you're researching are kind of, they're kind of tricky. They're, you want to be careful that they're not actually literally fraudulent. Problem is, you're not really focusing on what you want to do or what inspires your passion right now. You're really focused on the money, and I understand why you would be, but Sacred Spirit's pointing out that what you're finding when you're focusing on the money is not things that are making you happy. They're not things that you feel good about or that you trust. And that is what's putting you in this position, which is the Queen of Clubs, which is in reverse, which is somebody who is, their creativity is stumped, their inspiration is stumped. They're feeling like not very energetic about doing anything regarding this. So I'm going to tell you, I've got two big takeaways from this. My first big takeaway is that the things that you're researching you have to be really careful with because they seem to be fraudulent or at least deceptive. And also, the other takeaway is start focusing on the things that you actually want to do, and that will help you a lot to come out of this funky place. Okay? All right. Gotcha, Socialista. Well, I think it's time for you to start looking at, I'll tell you a light worker trick. Okay? The light worker trick when they don't have enough money coming in is finding somebody that they can help with their skills and abilities. So say that I didn't have enough money coming in and I wanted more Reiki to come in. I would find somebody that I could do Reiki for, just as a friend, as a family member, somebody that I really wasn't charging, but I would do the Reiki. I would actually do the work. And what that does, it stirs up that energy in the universe of your working, and that brings more clients to you. So what I would say to you, Socialista, my translation of that for you is whatever it is that you love to do it. And do it for somebody else. Like if you love to cook, find somebody who needs a meal and cook a meal and take it to them. You know, if you love to ride a bicycle, find some people who need to be motivated to ride their bicycles more and do that with them. Make it a group thing so that people are more accountable and they show up more. You know, but do what you love to do. Just find a way to do what you love to do that benefits others, and then opportunities will start coming into you that you would never dream of or expect. Okay. All right. So, Rena, I know you have a question that you asked before, and I didn't totally understand the wording. So, I do want to look at this, even though the timer's already gone off before we go today. So, June 21 is when your semester ends, right? So, you have to defend your thesis before then, right? Will Rena end up defending her thesis before the end of this educational year? Oh, that's a nice card. Interesting. Woo, baby. I would say this is a yes. Okay, Rena? All right. So, first of all, Magician. I think this is handing in the thesis. I think that's going to happen pretty soon because that came up as your first card. King of Cups. I think that this has been something that you've really enjoyed researching and working on. You like the thesis that you're turning in. Three of Swords in reverse. I think that somehow this thesis has or will be bringing healing to your life in one area or another. And then we have the Emperor. That's talking about taking control. And the High Priestess. This is talking about knowing the unknowable. This is talking about knowing everything you need to know to back that thesis up. And with the Emperor, this is probably who you're backing the thesis up to or defending that thesis to. For me, this is a really nice spread. I would say yes. Okay, there's that. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you for the thumbs ups and for sharing this video. Doing both of those actually helps the YouTube algorithm to pick this video up and serve it to other people who might need it as well. Also, thank you to those of you who are subscribed and keep coming back. Wow, you are brave, brave people. And of course, thank you to those of you who get private sessions with me, either Reiki or readings. It is because of all of you guys' support at every single level that I get to do what I love to do for my living. So seriously, thank you very much. You're quite welcome, Rena. It looks like you are near the end of the tunnel. If I don't see you guys here before the next video, then I'll see you then. Hopefully I'll see some of you here for a private between now and then. Peace out, everybody.